Hello dear students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Dr. DC Saxena, Professor and Head of the Department of Food Engineering and Technology at Sant Longowal Institute of Engineering and Technology. I am here to present the paper Technology of Spices and Condiments. You know, the chilies are an important part of the Indian cuisine. And in the present module, we'll be discussing different quality attributes of chilies, which will be explained to you by my co-author, Mrs. Aarti.
Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I'm Khan Nadia from Sant Longwal Institute of Engineering and Technology on behalf of Miss Aarti. Today I'm going to talk about Module 15 of paper number 10, Technology of Spices and Condiments. In this module, we will be learning about quality attributes of chilies. Chili is one of the most important commercial crops of India. It's grown almost throughout the country. There are more than 400 different varieties of chilies found all over the world. It's also called as hot pepper, seen pepper, sweet pepper, bell pepper, etc. Its botanical name is Capsicum annum. Chilies are popular for their nutritional and medicinal values, having a great demand in international trade. Chilies or chili peppers add flavor as well as heat to foods. Chilies originated in Andean region of Bolivia, Peru, and Ecuador almost 10,000 years ago. There are 5 species of capsicum. First one is Capsicum annum, Capsicum frutescens, Capsicum chinensis, Capsicum pubescens, and Capsicum baccatum. Family of chilies is Solanaceae. There are different varieties of chilies like Guajillo, Puya, Anco, Mulatto, Pasilla, and D'Arbon. The whole dried chili peppers should be intact, sound, and clean. The quality parameters of chilies are moisture content, color, pungency, and size. Color and pungency are the main quality factors. The standard for measuring pungency in all forms of peppers is Scoville heat units. The cultivar, the stage of maturity at harvest, and subsequent curing, fruit drying conditions, and the final moisture content affects the color of dried chilies. The major factor influencing color intention during storage is the temperature, followed by the moisture content. In this module, we will be discussing about varieties of chilies, characteristics of whole dried chilies, classification of chilies, quality parameters which include moisture content, color, pungency, and provisions concerning sizing, then adulteration in chilies, and finally summary. The mother chili pepper is thought to have originated in Andean region of Bolivia, Peru, and Ecuador almost 10,000 years ago. Since 7000 BC, cayenne peppers have been part of the diets of Mayans and Aztecs in central Mexico and Yucatan. They were extensively cultivated when the Spanish first landed in America. Chilies or chili peppers add flavor as well as heat to foods. They tend to enhance and offer a background note for other spices and flavorings. The sophisticated use of different chilies that began with the ancient Mayans and Aztecs continues around the world today. They were taken to India by Portuguese and to Southeast Asia by Arabs, Indians and Portuguese. Chilies dominate the flavors of many cultures: South Indians, Sri Lankans, Southeast Asians, Latin Americans, and Caribbean islanders. Scientific name include: within genus Capsicum there are 5 species: Capsicum annuum, Capsicum frutescens, Capsicum cainens, Capsicum pubescens, Capsicum baccatum, and they belong to family Solanaceae. Major chili producing states in India. India is not only the largest producer but also the largest consumer of chili in the world. Chilies are the most common spices cultivated in India. Chili is a universal spice of India. It's cultivated in all states and union territories of the country. India contributes about 36% to the total world production. In India, chilies are grown in almost all the states of the country. Andhra Pradesh is the largest producer of chili in India and contributes about 26% to the total area under chili, followed by Maharashtra 15%, Karnataka 11%, Orissa 11%, Madhya Pradesh 7%, and other states contributing nearly 22% to the total area under chili. The production of chili in India is dominated by Andhra Pradesh, which contributes nearly 57% to the total production. Karnataka is the second largest producer, contributing 12% to the total production, followed by Orissa 5%, West Bengal 5%, Maharashtra 4%, Madhya Pradesh 3%, and others about 14% during 2006 to 2007. The major chili growing districts in Andhra Pradesh are Guntur, Warangal, Khammam, Krishna, and Paksham. Guntur is the biggest chili producing region, contributing 30% to the total production of Andhra Pradesh with annual turnover of around rupees 600 crore. Area and production of chili in this area decides the prices at national level. Chili production in India is moving northwards on increasing demand from diversified sectors and changing consumption patterns. Dry chili production rose by nearly 43% from 8.7. Chili producing countries. Both green and dry chilies are produced all over the world. The world production of chili crop sums up to around 7 million tons, which is cultivated on approximately 1.5 million hectares of land. India is the world leader in chili production, followed by China and Pakistan. This shows that the bulk share of chili production is held by the Asian countries, though it's produced throughout the world. A large demand for chili comes from several chili consuming countries as it forms a part of cuisines of various cultures and is also used as a coloring agent. Most of its demand is generated in the food processing sector. India, the largest producer of chilies in the world, accounts for 11 lakh tons of annual production, followed by China around 4 lakh tons and Mexico and Pakistan around 3 lakh tons each. As the leading producer of chili crop in world, India is also the largest exporter of chili in the world. It contributes one-fourth of the total quantity of chili exported in the world. Varieties of chili. There are different varieties of chili which include guajillo chili, also known as mirasol. Generally, it's long with a sharp end. Its body is cylindrical, smooth, and with slight undulations. It has 2 to 3 locules. Its position is hanging even when there are some variants with erected fruits. This type of chili is moderately pungent and its commercial production is in its majority dried in the plant in a natural way. Then puya chili, elongated fruit, medium size and have uniform intense red or dark red color with no discoloration. Its production is dehydrated mainly in a natural way in the plant. After the de-herbal chili, it's considered highly pungent. Anko chili. The fruit of anko chili have a conical shape with sizes that vary in longitude and width. The base of the insertion of the peduncle can be flat or with indented shoulders. The body is generally flattened. The apex is pointed or round and presents from 2 to 4 loculi. Its production as dry pepper is achieved mostly by artificially dehydrating the fruits. Although a large part of this type of chili is commercialized fresh. Then mulatto. Fruit shape is similar to the anko chili. It has same variation in growth habit and shape of the fruit but generally less pungent. The basic difference with anko chili is the color, which is dark brown when ripe and blackish brown once it's dehydrated. Passilla, fruit with a long undulated body that ends in a flat or pointed apex. Its production is mainly destined for dehydrating with a small amount consumed fresh. Then de-herbal. These have small fruits with a uniform, intense or dark red coloration, no discoloration, cylindrical with a shape prominently long and pointed, characterized by their high pungency. The whole dried chili peppers must display following characteristics. First, it should be intact. However, Slight superficial damage is not considered as a defect. Second, it should be sound. Produce affected by rotting or deterioration, such as to make it unfit for consumption, is excluded. Third, it should be clean. Practically, it should be free of any visible foreign matter, sufficiently developed and with attached peduncle. It should be free from living pests, whatever their stage of development. It should be free from damage caused by pests, including the presence of dead insects or mites, their debris or excreta. Further, it should be free from blemishes, areas of discoloration, or spread stains in pronounced contrast with the rest of the produce, affecting in aggregate not more than 5% of the surface of the produce. It should be free from mold filaments visible to the naked eye, free of abnormal external moisture, further free of foreign smell or taste. Importance of chilies. Pungency in chili is due to the alkaloid capsaicin contained in the pericarp and placenta of fruits. It produces mild to intensive spice when eaten. Capsaicin is a potent inhibitor of substance P, a neuropeptide associated with inflammatory processes. The hotter the chili pepper, the more capsaicin it contains. The hottest varieties include Naga, Jalokia, Habanero, and Scotch bonnet peppers. Jalapenos are next in their heat and capsaicin content, followed by the milder varieties including Spanish pimentos and Anaheim and Hungarian cherry peppers. Capsaicin is being studied as an effective treatment for sensory nerve fiber disorders, including pain associated with arthritis and diabetic neuropathy. When animals injected with a substance that causes inflammatory arthritis were fed a diet that contained capsaicin, they had delayed onset of arthritis and also significantly reduced paw inflammation. Fresh chili peppers are very rich in vitamin C, that's 111 mg per 74 grams, in comparison to only 37 mg in orange, which makes them very effective as immune system stimulants and healing agents, especially for cellular damage. Many folk remedies recommend chili pepper in wound cleaning preparations for gangrene and open sores and even astigmatic, though more modern sources generally advise against using chili on broken skin. While drying, chili loses most of its vitamin C. It increases the vitamin E content by 100 times. Vitamin A is a powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory agent. Chili preparations have been used as gargle to treat sore throat and laryngitis. Surprisingly, it has been shown that chilies do not aggravate or cause stomach ulcers. In fact, they have a preventative effect as stomach ulcers are mostly caused by bacteria, and its antibacterial action kills such bacteria. In folk medicine, they have also long been used to treat worms. Chili has a very beneficial effect on the circulatory system. Studies have shown that it counteracts on cholesterol buildup and reduces platelet aggregation, thus reducing the risk of heart attacks and strokes. It also lowers high blood pressure and increases peripheral circulation. Classification of chilies. Chili peppers are classified into three classes as extra class. Chili peppers in this class must be of superior quality. They must be characteristic of the variety and or commercial type. They must be free from defects with the exception of very slight superficial defects affecting an area of up to 0.5% of the product surface, provided these do not affect the general appearance of the produce, the quality, the keeping quality, and presentation in the package. Then class first peppers. Chili peppers in this class must be of good quality. They must be characteristic of the variety and or commercial type. The following slight defects, however, may be allowed provided these do not affect the general appearance of the produce, the quality, the keeping quality, and presentation in the package. A slight defect in shape, a slight defect in development, a slight defect in coloring, slight skin defects affecting an area of up to 2% of product surface. Finally, class second. This class includes chili peppers that do not qualify for inclusion in higher classes but satisfy the minimum requirements specified above. The following defects may be allowed provided chili peppers retain their essential characteristics as regards the quality, keeping quality, and presentation. These are defects in shape, defects in development, defects in coloring, skin defects affecting an area of up to 3% of the product surface. Provisions concerning tolerances or quality tolerances. Tolerances in respect of quality and size shall be allowed in each package for produce not satisfying the requirements of the class indicated. First one is extra class. 5% by number or weight of chili peppers not satisfying the requirements of the class but meeting those of class first or exceptionally coming within the tolerances of that class. Class first. 10% by number or weight of chili peppers not satisfying the requirements of the class but meeting those of class second or exceptionally coming within the tolerances of that class. Class second. 10% by number or weight of chili peppers satisfying neither the requirements of the class nor the minimum requirements with the exception of produce affected by rotting or any other deterioration rendering it unfit for human consumption. Size tolerances. For all classes, 10% by number or weight of chili peppers corresponding to the size immediately above and below that indicated on the package. Quality parameters of chilies. These include moisture content, color, pungency, and size. On the basis of these parameters, we can grade chilies. Color and pungency are mainly quality factors. The standard for measuring pungency in all forms of peppers is Scoville heat units. Factors that affect the color of dried chilies comprise the cultivar, the stage of maturity at harvest and subsequent curing, fruit drying conditions, and final moisture content. The major factor influencing color retention during storage is the temperature followed by moisture content. The optimum storage conditions for chili powder color retention are 16 degrees Celsius and 10 to 11% moisture. The American Spice Trade Association has set standards for measuring color in pepper products that are commonly followed. Moisture content. Whole dried chili peppers should have a maximum moisture content in accordance as Anko chili 12.5%, Dior should have maximum moisture content of 9%, Gojilo, Mulatto, Pasilla and Puya should have maximum moisture content 13.5, 12.5, 13.5 and 10% respectively. Color requirement for whole dried chilies is mandatory as can be seen from table. For Gojalo chili, extra class and class second. For extra class, uniform intense or dark red with no discoloration. For class first, it should be uniform intense or dark red with no discoloration. For class second, it should be uniform intense or dark discoloration. In case of Puya type, extra should be uniform, intense or dark red with no discoloration. Class first chili should be not totally uniform, intense or dark red with no discoloration, and class second not totally uniform, intense or dark red, slightly discolored. For Anko chili, extra should be uniform, light red to dark red, free from discoloring. For class first, uniform intense red to dark red with no discoloration. For class second, uniform intense red to dark red, slightly discolored. For mulatto type chili, extra class should be uniform, intense, black, free from discoloring. Class first should be uniform, intense, black, free from discoloring. Class second should be non-uniform, black and discolored. For Pasilla chili, extra can be uniform, intense black without discoloration. Class first can be uniform black without discoloring, and class second non-uniform black or greenish, slightly discolored. For De Herbol, color requirement for extra is not applicable. For class first, it should be uniform, intense red without any discoloration. For class second, it should be intense red, may present discoloring stains. Whole dried chili peppers are characterized by pungency in accordance with the table. Anko, mulatto and pasilla as shown in table are mild chili Guaslo is a medium intensity chili, whereas Diarbol and Puya are medium to hot in nature. Provisions concerning sizing. Size is determined by length of chili pepper in accordance with the table. As shown in table, size code 1, chili have length of 4 cm or less. The chili having length between 4 to 8 cm comes under the size code 2. Similarly, the chili having length between 8 to 12 cm comes under the size code 3, and length of more than 12 to 16 cm comes under size 4. In last, chili having length more than 16 cm comes under size code 5. Adulteration in chilies. Several types of adulteration are possible and have been reported at various times. Whole dried chilies may be adulterated by adding substandard dried fruits which are darkened or bleached, by adding moisture to increase the weight of a load, or by coating with mineral oil or synthetic dyes such as coal tar red to improve the color and appearance. Chili powder may be adulterated by adding extra amounts of bleached pericarp, seeds, calyx, and peduncle to increase bulk without visibly affecting appearance. Others reported adulterants including artificial dyes, almond shell dust, and dried red beet pulp. Filth such as insect fragments, rodent droppings, and hairs and fungal spores are an indication of poor handling and storage. Heavy metals and chemical residues from pesticides represent another adulteration problem. Pesticide residues reported in chili powder include chlorinated hydrocarbons, DDT, dieldrin, endrin, and lindane, but generally in very low levels. Packaging of chilies. Packaging is an important function for every produce, and so is the marketing of chili. It's a practice to protect the produce from any damage during storage, transportation, and other marketing aspects. It's required at every stage of marketing, from the producer to the consumer. In recent years, packaging plays an important role in marketing of produce. Good packaging of chili not only facilitates convenience in transportation and storage, but also attracts consumers to pay more. The packaging reduces the marketing cost and protects the quality. Chili peppers must be packed in such a way as to protect the produce properly. The materials used inside the package must be new, clean, and of a quality such as to avoid causing any external or internal damage to the produce. The use of materials, particularly of paper or stamps bearing trade specifications, is allowed, provided the printing or labeling has been done with non-toxic ink or glue. Chili peppers shall be packed in each container in compliance with the recommended International Code of Practice for packaging and transport of fresh fruits and vegetables. Packaging materials. The good packaging material must possess the following qualities. It must protect quality and quantity. It must prevent spoilage during transit and storage. It must tell information about quality, variety, date of packing, weight and price, etc. It must be convenient in handling operations. It must be convenient to stake. It must be cheap, clean, and it must be biodegradable. Further, it must be free from adverse chemicals. Methods of packing, mostly in gunny bags and rarely in bamboo baskets. It's found that there is no uniformity in the packing size of chilies in the country. Packing material used and the capacity of package are different in different states. The capacity of gunny bags is generally 20 to 25 kgs in northeastern states and in Punjab. In Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu, the pack size is more than 40 kg, and in Andhra Pradesh, the pack size is even 100 kg. In case of basket packing, the capacity is 20 to 30 kg. In Maharashtra, chilies are transported by the farmers in bulk on block carts with gunny cloth. Such packing is known as gaunt with 400 to 500 kg capacity. Generally, all the farmers use old gunny bags to pack chilies before selling. The summary. The mother chili pepper is thought to have originated in Andean region of Bolivia, Peru and Ecuador almost 10,000 years ago. Globally, there are more than 3,000 recognized varieties of Kale peppers that differ in shape, color, size, flavor, and degree of pungency. The majority peppers belong to Capsicum annuum species, which are the main chilies of Asia and other regions outside of Latin America and Caribbean. Like other forms of peppers used in food processing, color and pungency are the main quality factors as well as aroma. The American Spice Trade Association has set standards for measuring color in pepper products that are commonly followed. The standard for measuring pungency in all forms of peppers is Scoville heat units. Several types of adulteration are possible and have been reported at various times. Chili powder may be adulterated in many ways, some of which are very difficult to detect without sophisticated tests such as HPLC analysis, and pure standard must always be used for. So students, let us now summarize what we have learned in this module. Globally, there are more than 3,000 recognized varieties of chili peppers that differ in shape, color, size, flavor, and also degree of pungency. The standard for measuring pungency in all forms of peppers is Scoville heat units. The maximum moisture content limit is different for different chilies. Anchor chili should have maximum moisture content up to 12.5%. The airball should have moisture content up to 9%. Guajillo, mulatto, pasilla, and puya should have maximum moisture contents of 13.5, 12.5, 13.5, and 10% respectively. Color of chilies should be uniform, intense or dark red with no discoloration. In pungency level, Guajillo is a medium intensity chili, whereas Diarbol and Puya are medium to hot in nature. On the basis of chili's quality parameter, chili peppers are classified in three classes as defined. Extra class. First, superior quality of chilies. Then class first, it's good quality of chilies. Then class second. This class includes chili peppers that do not qualify for inclusion in higher classes but satisfy the minimum requirements. The optimum storage conditions for chili powder color retention are 16 degrees Celsius and 10 to 11% moisture. The American Spice Trade Association has set standards for measuring color in pepper products that are commonly followed. That's all about quality attributes of chilies. Thank you.
You know, the quality is very important in any type of product. And if we talk about the spices, quality attributes are very important. And these different quality attributes of chilies we have discussed in the present module. And in the next module, we'll be discussing different quality attributes of paprika. Thank you.